Hi everyone, welcome to the corrections for your last spiral of the year, week 35. Let's do this. Monday, there were 515 students surveyed on how they spend time with their families. Which of the following estimates are accurate? Select all that apply. Part 2. Yesterday, a bakery baked 54 loaves of bread in 20 minutes. Today, the bakery needs to bake 405 loaves of bread at the same rate. Select values to complete the model shown, or the model below, to predict how long it will take to bake the bread today. So the first thing you're going to do is choose the correct proportion with the values in the correct place. Next part, choose how long will it take to bake the bread today. Okay, so starting up here, so what I did is, it says there were 515 students surveyed on how they spend time with their families, which is correct. So I looked at my percentages, and so for example, about 175 students spent time with their family eating dinner. So it showed that eating dinner was 34%. So down here is my work. I found 34% of 515, and that comes out to 175. So that's a yes. Then I did 14% of 515, and then that gave me 72, I think 72.1, which is a yes. And then the next one, about 50 students spend time with their family watching TV. So watching TV is 20%. 20% of 515 is 103. So that is a no. And then 38 students spend time with their family taking walks. Taking walks is 4%. So 4% of 575 is 20.6, which is not 38. Second part, 54 loaves of bread in 20 minutes. So the rate is 54 loaves, 20 minutes, and then I line up like terms. So if they need to bake 405 loaves, how many minutes will that take? Over here I did multiply and divide, and I got 150 minutes. Tuesday, Macy surveyed all of the members of her softball team about their favorite sport. Based on these results, Macy concludes that softball is the favorite sport among her classmates. First, choose why Macy's conclusion might not be valid. Second part, choose the option that shows how could she change the survey to achieve a more valid conclusion. Okay, so the main parts is she's surveying members of her softball team about their favorite sport. So that's a biased convenience sample. Something that she can do is, instead of asking the members of her team, she can ask random students at school other than just her team. Next part of Tuesday, Ms. Hernandez determined that 60% of the students in her class brought an umbrella to school when the weather forecast predicted rain. She has a total of 150 students in her class. Determine if each statement represents a valid or invalid conclusion. A. On days when rain is forecasted, less than 2/5 of her students bring an umbrella to school. Valid or invalid? B. On days when rain is forecasted, about 90 of her students bring an umbrella to school. Valid or invalid? C. On days when rain is forecasted, more than half of her students bring an umbrella to school. Valid, invalid? Okay, so 2/5 of her students bring an umbrella. That one is invalid. Because when I first found 60% of 150, so that means 90 students. And so I wrote 90 over 150, and I reduced, and that comes out to 3/5 of the class. So that's why it's more than 2/5. B is valid because 90 students is 60% of 150. And then the last one is valid because more than half, 60% is what it comes out to, which is more than 50%, so that one is valid as well. Wednesday, the double box plot shows the top speeds reached by wood and steel roller coasters. Which of the following is not true about the double box plot? Select all that apply. So you have to select all that apply to get it correct. Okay, so the data for steel coasters is symmetric. So again, we're looking for what's not true or what's false. So when I look at the steel, it is definitely not evenly spaced. It's not the same on one side as it is on the other. The data for wood coasters is symmetric. That is true. The top speed of the fastest steel coaster is 135 miles per hour. That's true because the max is 135. And the top speed of the slowest wooden coaster is 60 miles per hour. The top speed is actually 70. So that one is false. Thursday, the double dot plot shows the daily low temperatures of 2 cities in January over a 2-week period. Determine if each statement is true or false. A, the medians are the same, true or false. B, the interquartile ranges are the same, true or false. C, the temperatures for city B are more consistent, true or false. Okay, so A, the medians are the same. This is false because when I compared city A and city B, the median for city A is 35 and city B is 36. B is also false. The interquartile ranges are the same. Right below where I found the medians, the IQRs, I subtracted, and city A is 3, city B is 2, and the temperatures for city B are more consistent. That one is true because city B, the data is symmetrical. Okay guys, turn the page. We are halfway done. Make sure you have your paper in front of you and that you are making full corrections for every single problem that you miss. Number 1. A bicycle tire has a radius of 12.5 inches. Select values to complete the equation below to find the circumference of the wheel. So first thing you're going to do is choose the option that has the correct equation for circumference. Now, how far does the tire roll in one complete revolution? So to find the circumference, the formula is C equals 2 times pi times the radius. So first thing I want to do is I multiply the radius by 2, and that gave me 25, and then I multiplied that by pi and got 78.50 inches. Number 2, refer to the figures shown below. Which figures have the same area? Select all that apply. So you are only going to make sure you select the ones that have the same area. Here's my work lined up with each problem. So for the first circle, I got 200.96 centimeters squared. Second one, 50.24 centimeters squared, 28.26, and then the last one was 200.96 centimeters squared. So the first and the last one are the same. The figure is made up of a square and 4 semicircles. Fill in each box to complete each statement, round to the nearest hundredth. So the first one says A, the area of the square is blank centimeters squared. Insert your answer. B, the area of each semicircle is about blank centimeters squared. C, the total area of the figure is about blank centimeters squared. Okay, so my work is down here. First of all, to find the area of the square, it is 6 by 6, which is 36 square centimeters. B, the area of the semicircle is 14. The way that I got that is area of a circle is pi r squared, and since it's half a circle, I want to divide by 2. So the diameter is 6, that means the radius is going to be 3, which squared is 9. And then I had 28.26 divided by 2, which is 14.13. I know I didn't follow the directions. I was supposed to round to the nearest hundredth, but my work is already done. So if the total area of the figure would be 36 for the square and 4 semicircles, which is 92 square centimeters. Number 4, the table shows the dimensions of 4 mailing containers. Sort the containers from least to greatest volume. So what you're going to do is select the answer that has them in correct order by container letter with the correct volumes that go with them. Now choose which container has the greatest volume. All right, so down below where it says show work is where I found the volume of each rectangular prism, which is length times width times height. So A is 9 square feet. Oh man, they should be cubic. But anyways, 8 cubic feet, B is 9 cubic feet, C is 6 cubic feet, and D is 3 cubic feet. So order from least to greatest is D, C, A, B, and the container that has the greatest volume is B. Congratulations, you have completed your last spiral of the year. Make sure you're turning your correction papers into your teachers, and it has been a pleasure doing spiral videos with you this year, and good luck when testing starts next week. Bye, guys.